All right, you ready? Are y'all ready?
No. You make me nervous with two people.
That's great. That's a great opening, actually. Everybody, thank you and welcome to Damian Gerry Universe. This is episode 11?
Yeah.
Episode 11. Look at us! We're so far ahead in life, y'all. I probably should put this down a little bit so you can see this right here. I'm going to focus on this one right here so that everybody can see. But today is a very, very, very amazing way to go, I guess, if you want to do a restart of a process with your episodes. It would be 1 through 10, now 11 through 20. That's what. Yeah, that made sense, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So today, as you can see, we have one repeat guest.
What's your name?
What's up?
And also we have a brand new guest today, and is a very dear friend of mine. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Steve.
Okay, Steve what?
Lyons.
Steve Lyons, all right.
He's trying to remain anonymous. So you don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
So
Steve,
tell
your address later.
No. So, for those of you who do not know who Steve is, he is definitely a growing person in the construction industry. He's definitely being able to go ahead and restore different, pretty much anything, businesses, homes, your Chick-fil-A's over in the northeast of Maryland. Definitely a growing company for sure, and he's definitely, as he had put it before we got on camera today, one of those that is a small fish in a big pond. But as we all know on this channel, it is one thing for us to be able to grow anything. But for someone like Steve to be able to have what he says is a small company in a big pond, he does very, very, very well for himself. So,
welcome to the show.
Yeah,
Thank
seriously.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is official, man. You got my hands. Like I'm on a TV show. Man.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I mean, you see, the thing is that whenever Adrian and I created this entire thing, it was one of those things that, as we were talking about earlier today, it was one of those things that we like to manifest and really motivate the generations at, older, or even below us. And to be able to just put the message out there that we are ones to keep moving forward. And like I told Steve earlier, it was like, what was the movie that I quoted? If you build it, they will come.
Oh, Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. See, I always say angels in the outfield.
He said angels in the outfield.
I always say angels in the outfield. Seriously, that's where I always fuck it up though. So I'm like, but no, seriously, But see, that's a really big statement to make, and it's a small statement, very simple statement, but it is a very big statement. If you build it, they will come.
Yes.
It's so true to life. It's so true to everything that we stand for as a business.
It depends.
On what?
If you build a guillotine, I'm not sure anyone's coming.
Nigga.
I wouldn't go.
I mean, are you joking? If it's a business,
gas chamber.
If it's a business, I'll fucking do it. Well, we'll go ahead and put it on to the death sentence for prisoners, for like those rapists on kids and shit.
I'm just trying to elevate.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Elevate.
Shade can. Right here.
I don't know what idiot started this company.
Me neither, but it's a great one, I would definitely say. So, Steve, definitely, how long have you been in the industry that you are in, and what industry would you absolutely consider it to be?
I would say the industry that I'm in, I've been not in the same capacity, but in the general sense for 13 years. And I would generalize myself as a restoration rebuild company. I don't even know how you quantify the rest of the stuff that we do. We work in for property management companies. Mm-hmm. I try to build into recession-proof businesses.
Okay. Well, porn would definitely be one of those, I would think. we actually brought that up earlier today in recession. I forgot how it was brought up exactly, but it was definitely something that I brought up. Porn is going to be one of those, or is definitely one of those industries that is no recession. Sex industry in general is a recession proof. Well, no, it's a recession proof industry.
I don't know the first thing about it.
Zombie
I've never
apocalypse
watched it.
Might end it.
Huh?
Zombie.
You like zombie porn? Is that what
No,
you
I'm
said?
saying a zombie apocalypse could end porn. That could cause your porn recession.
Nah, that's just like herpes on a bad day would end it.
Yeah.
That's at least right. Oh, you actually approve of that. Oh my God. Everybody, Ken approves of that message. So back to you, Steve. So for you, how long did it take for you to actually find success in your business?
Depends what your definition of success is.
What is your definition of success?
Yeah, still haven't obtained it.
Damn, hungry, I see.
It is.
Oh, I love
hungry.
it. I love it.
I mean, it's relative. Success to me is being able to provide for my family,
Absolutely.
which I can do. And once you reach that plateau, you have to keep striving for more and more and more, just to keep yourself hungry and pushing. That's it.
So that's a really cool core concept because exactly, because that's how Adrian is, that's how Ken is, that's how you are, and that's how I am. And it's like one thing to be able to provide for our families and for ourselves, but that would be, in my eyes, limiting yourself. Would you agree?
People get stuck where like, oh, I make good enough money to stop there. That's when people get stuck and they
Exactly.
want to keep going.
Exactly.
You just go.
Yeah. I mean, there's a certain limitation point. And did you ever hit that for yourself?
I mean, for me, success is it's like someone winning the Super Bowl. It's short-lived. Like, you set a goal, you reach that plateau.
You win the ship, and you're done.
Fucking the next, you celebrate for a night, move on there, and you set your next goal forward.
Go. Back to back, let's go.
Grind out for it. So
see, that's what I absolutely love, is to be able to unlimit yourself no matter what. It's like, but seriously, it's one thing to be able to provide for your family and for yourself. But let's say you want toys. Then you have to do the necessary steps and necessary actions to be able to get to those next steps in life in general and the next successes. It's not even about like materialistic items though. It's more so, what would you say that like really, really drives you to the core? Like, because you have how many employees?
we're up around 300, if not
300 employees. I don't know if y'all can imagine how much 300 employees is. I think the most employees that I have ever had is about 18 employees.
Jeez, I've only had like 7, 8.
7? How about yourself?
But we're a small business.
About 35, probably at its peak at one of the things I was doing in my life. But
so how?
Yeah,
so for so
it's great. Like, try feeding them.
Yeah. Best get that work, son.
Make sandwiches for everyone who works for you. Like,
coffees for everybody. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So how is it? Is there when did you hit this 300 employee rate?
Just recently.
How recent is it? Like
every
2
year
years
I've been
recently,
in business,
or?
we've doubled, or we've grown 100% year over year, and as you get bigger and bigger, yeah, I would say recently, within the last 2 years, we jumped into the insurance industry, kind of revamped ourselves. Reposition ourselves into the market. We try to get onto some direct insurance programs, and now we're doing work directly for a lot of your biggest players across the country. And like I said, we're a very small fish in a big, big pond, which is good.
That is because it's room
like
for growth.
Yeah.
I love the way you said that.
Yeah, it's room for growth.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but controlled growth, in my opinion, that's important, and that's what we try to do.
Well, anytime you have control, I mean, you want it's like the marketplace. I mean, for really anything, that's everybody's wish, to my knowledge, is to be able to control the marketplace, no matter what industry that you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a dream come true, and if you can apply that dream to reality, then that's a really, really big deal.
I wouldn't say that we control the market where we're at. Like I said, we're a very small fish.
To your knowledge,
we're competing with national franchises at this point. That's the people we're in bed with.
So how big are you wanting to get, though?
I'm already way bigger than I want to be.
Yeah, 300 employees. Yeah, that's a big fucking deal.
That's a lot of players.
That's a lot of responsibility. Shit hits the fan one day. That's a lot of mouths to feed, man. You
yeah, no, seriously.
Sure. And that's the thing. You keep taking your capital and you're putting it back into the company
to grow it even larger.
Yeah,
and everything.
It would be nice to realize some of that capital to bring it home with me.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, no matter what, that's an even bigger deal.
Yeah.
Because there's a point that, like you had said earlier today, you want to be able to grow the business to be able to really get the revenue back, but not really invest so much to where that's all you're doing. Yeah. You want to be able to have that perspective that's being able to come back to you, being able to really, how would you say, really, the the fruits of your labor. But a word before that, enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's not my word of choice, but that would, I guess, get the point across.
Yeah, it's somewhat, and for me, I enjoy the fruits of reaching my goals.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't. Yeah, my family has nice things. But that's not. I don't measure myself
on materialistic
stuff.
So how would you measure yourself as a successor as an entrepreneur? Because that is exactly what you are. How would you measure your success, and what would you define that to be then?
I think my success it's kind of evolved into this. Is like I see the families that like we do a Christmas party, we do a big cookout, and you get to see everyone's families, and you're like, holy shit, like what we're doing is like taking care of all these people. Yeah. There's like thousands of people that you're literally. It's not me because this is one person. There's a lot of people under me, and you're only as good as the people that work with you.
Exactly.
But
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. I've covered that on other I've covered that on every other episode.
That's right.
It's true, and I mean, but to see the plan come to fruition and everyone's there collaboratively. It's like a family environment in my office. We always joke we should start a YouTube channel because we play pranks on each other.
You should.
It makes the day tolerable.
You should.
It makes the day tolerable because, I mean, every time a phone call, this sounds bad, but when a phone call usually gets to me, it's nothing. It's like being a firefighter.
So
That's actually good. You should do the fly raisin thing.
Fly raisin.
Have a raisin in your hand. Catch a fly in a tissue or something.
Oh my god, that would be fucking funny. That would be so funny.
A teacher at school.
You know what? I saw a prank. I think it was on TV. I saw I guess I was like passing the screen or something, and the guy. It was like airport fisherman. It was on Instagram. And the guy, he's literally sitting in one of the chairs at his gate, right? I swear to God, he's got a fishing rod. Literally throws a weight with a I guess a dollar bill or something out, and he just has it sitting there. And one of the stewardesses or the flight assistants walks by, and this poor woman, she's got luggage on her body, and she literally goes down to pick it up, and he goes, and she's like, oh shit, and she goes back, and she just goes like this, and like looks where he is, and she's like, oh my god, and just like keeps moving forward. That was really fun. I've never seen that. I've never seen something in an airport setting or something as public as an airport setting, but that shit was funny as hell, though. I'll tell you what. I mean, I feel like you'd be able to get a lot of views if you did that, but also it would make the workspace really eventful. Unproductive for sure, exactly. But it would always keep you on your toes.
Exactly.
But for you, as the owner of your business, and obviously 300 times, you got to.
And most of them aren't in the office. That's it. Most of them are out in the field doing their thing. They don't even honestly come to the office a lot of times.
Well, I would hope not.
Yeah. They're out there working. But the core group that we have within our office, we have a lot of fun, man. We have a lot. It does.
That chuckle is funny as hell. What type of fun do y'all have?
Just stuff. I can't even talk about it on here.
You totally can. This is uncensored. Like no.
Real fun.
So for Christmas, this is what the office got for me because I prank everyone, and they always try to find a way to get me back, and I end up catching. We got a guy in there that's scared shitless of snakes. So what I do, I buy the most realistic and hide it in his office. I don't know, I just do shit to everyone. I'm always fucking with people. So for Christmas, I have a UPS box, and we're like exchanging gifts in the office, and they're like, "Hey, we forgot to give this to you. Jackie had this drop by." Oh, fuck. You're not gonna put my name in this shit. So Jackie, I shouldn't even say it. Can we blur that out?
Somebody
is like the most difficult customer I've ever had in 13 years. She just doesn't give a shit about anything. She wants it her way. She doesn't give a damn what the codes to building something are. She wants everything done her way. So she ran off all my project managers. I ended up dealing with her personally for an insurance company that had people way up at the top. It was the largest fire loss, I think, in that county for the whole year. So we rebuilt her house. It came out beautiful. She put all kinds of upgrades, but she was hell to deal with. When I talk about being hell, just calling people dumbass, just anything. She had no censorship. So for Christmas, I'm opening this box. I opened the letter first, and it says, "Dear Steve and Steve," and Steve, the other Steve's the VP of my company.
Okay.
So it says, "Wanted to get something for you two to share together. Thank you for building me a beautiful house. I love it. Merry Christmas. Love, blank. P.S. Go fuck yourselves." Because that's something that she would do. I really thought this shit was from her. And we open up the box, and there's this big, black, double-sided dildo.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! I was totally going to cut you off and say, I bet it was a double-sided dildo.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I was literally going to say
I thought it was from her. I was like, this is great. Like, I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, she was fucking bad.
I fucking used it.
So, yeah, they finally got me. They finally got me, and that's the way they got me.
That's fucking funny. Yeah. That is seriously funny as hell. I swear to God, I was going to cut you off and say, was it a double-sided dildo?
Yeah, P.S. Go fuck yourself? Yeah, use that.
That's it. Yeah, that was like the cherry on the topping right there. That was kind of what kind of gave it away for me, honestly.
Yeah, I keep that in my office. That's still anytime I need to have a good conversation with someone, I'll pull the thing out and be like, "Here's a story."
You should have fucking mic. So, how you doing today?
So Ken, for yourself, because you're the second one out of all four of us here that have that's had the second highest amount of employees. How for you did you find like the difficulty in running the 35 employees, or like how was that for you at that point?
It sucks because nobody's you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ain't that the fucking
Damn, drop the fucking mic, why don't you? It's gonna.
And again, I don't mean anything by that except it's easy to deal with yourself.
Right.
Like you know your style, you know what you know you don't know. But sometimes when you listen, we're talking cannabis industry, so sometimes people that are really eager to get involved in the cannabis industry aren't the most motivated or productive people in the world.
That's the unfortunate part.
And a lot of people don't realize growing medicinal cannabis is like work, and it's farming at its most basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're working with soil, it's about mixing soil. If you're not, it's about carrying water and mixing nutrients, and it's a whole bunch of very boring menial tasks that all put together. At the end of the day, most people think growing weed is smoking weed.
Yeah. That's all they want to do.
Yeah,
they want to skip all the fucking growing.
The spot, you look at the plants, and you go,
"Can I take a nugget?
Can we smoke yet?
Can I take a nugget? You take that, I'll break your fucking fingers, sir." That's straight up. So I mean,
really, honestly, I'm kidding about a lot of the other stuff. It is difficult, but mostly you just try to be a mentor. You just
But no, you are
by example, and
but see, no, you do bring up a legit point though.
Don't ask anybody to do anything you wouldn't do yourself.
That's my number.
That's mine as well.
Especially with the shit I'm in with the safety.
And the professionals we are and shit like that.
Go anywhere I wouldn't go myself.
Yeah. That's exactly how I've always ran with anything that I've ever done. Like I would never ask you or you on to do something that I myself
and don't expect to do right,
I would actually be the first one to jump in. I would say fuck it all, I'm going for it, like like to put my own self at risk. I mean, like because that's the way that I've always operated for my own self, like in anything it is, like whether it be supplements, whether it be possibly bad weed, whether it be I don't know, bad Molly, I don't know, I'll be the first to try it. And then, no, seriously, I will, like, because that's like the type of, like, I would rather be accountable for, or be the test dummy for something rather than you or you harm yourselves. I would rather harm myself, so, because I know how to assess myself. Like, I know how my body is going to react to something. Yeah. I don't know how y'all's body is going to react to something. I know I'm hypoglycemic, so I know if some shit happened with that, get me a fucking glucose tablet to a monster, and I'll be fucking good to go. Maybe a joint, and I'll be fucking set. For real. But I mean, that's a for real thing. I mean, do you suffer from the same thing that Ken suffered from as well, with that mindset of you having that feeling, I guess, of if you want something done right, you do it yourself, basically.
Yeah, and that's, I don't want to say it's a hard thing to let go, because it took me look, if I'm there now, I still jump into that shit when I'm on job site. Be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this isn't how you do it. Or, it's just you get to where you're at from being a perfectionist, and that's like your name is stamped on everything, so you take pride in that shit.
Yeah, of course.
And it's frustrating to sit there and kind of watch with someone fiddling with something that you know you can do a lot better, but you have to. Yeah, I don't want to say you lower your quality standards by any means. I don't know, you have to be able to let it go somewhat, and that took me a long time to do.
I
think it inhibited me from growing. Honestly, it really did.
You know what helps?
What's that?
SOPs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you write SOPs and you're specific, then you can get shit done better. So on that note, part of the problem.
So before you move forward, what for every viewer out there does not know what SOP is?
Standard operating procedure.
Okay. And what does that do?
It's your methodology of how you do things.
Perfect.
So what it does is it eliminates the fact that people aren't you.
Right.
And it's funny because I was mostly speaking first candidly of, when you first start managing people, it's tough. It's really hard. And really how you evolve in that process is you develop these SOPs understanding what people don't know that you know. Yeah. And so as an example, I was taking down a room. So we harvested, all that's left are, baskets of hydroton and root balls and stumps of the plants. And a business partner came in and he's like, so what are you doing here? And I said, we're just clearing out the room. He's like, what's the SOP? I'm like, there's no fucking SOP. Like, you don't need an SOP. We're taking down the room. So he's like, oh, so I just fucking grab a basket and carry it downstairs? And I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? You're gonna drip water all over the floor or whatever. So what we do is you take a bin or a bag, put it on the floor, spread it out, put one basket here, stack another one because 2 is too light, so you want to be more efficient, wrap it up. Now your roots can't drip anywhere. These have to go to the other room to get, de-root balled, and then you clean out the baskets and stuff like that. But now you can carry 4 and 4, so you got 8 of them. You carry them down, you're being more efficient, all that stuff. And I just started to go through it, and he's like, right, that's why you need a fucking SOP.
It's common sense,
because nobody's you, so they don't understand, and you have to be careful when you teach people things, how to do things, that you're actually legitimately telling them what it is you do step by step. You can't gloss over shit, because if you do, you'll catch them doing shit, and you're like, "What are you doing?" You're supposed to, and they're like,
they'll skip a step and shit.
I didn't know that, though.
You never told me that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's fucking obvious. Like, isn't it dry? You have to make it wet, or whatever it is we're talking about.
Yeah.
There's often little steps that you miss because you're so used to doing something that you know it.
To you, it becomes so easy because it's common sense, but to others, to somebody else, it's like...
So, as an example, what is your SOP? Let's be really simple. What's your SOP for putting an elephant in the fridge?
An elephant in the fridge.
Yeah.
An elephant
Make it
in the
big
fridge.
enough fucking fridge.
So you open the door. You open the door.
I'm thinking that's gonna have to be a big motherfucking freezer or something to put a fucking elephant in the fucking fridge.
Put the elephant in the fridge. Close the door. Simple, right?
You should use another fucking reference of a dead elephant.
Well, because I'm thinking this is gonna have to be a fucking warehouse.
We're going
Trick
somewhere.
question.
You chop that bitch up? I don't know.
So what's the SOP? What's the SOP for putting a giraffe in your fridge?
Same deal.
Open the door, put the giraffe in, close the door?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Open the door, take the elephant out of the fridge, and put the giraffe in the fridge and close the door.
Oh, see, that's like a run-on idea. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Sly.
So, again, as an example, what is your SOP for taking a shower? You get in, you turn on the water, you get it to the right temperature.
Everybody has a different way of doing that, though.
And you get in.
Some people like to scratch the balls.
You get naked.
First thing, yes. You got to get naked first.
Some people
unless you're doing laundry at the same time.
Okay, you know what? If you're high and if you're on Molly, swear to God, you'll go in fucking bathed, and you'll try to work out.
But the point is,
but step by step, get naked. Make sure you have fucking shampoo and a fucking a loofah, whatever they call it.
Right.
Yeah, to do all that shit.
The best way to write SOPs is to have somebody else write them. So you do exactly what it is you do. And you have somebody else write it down because they're going to write down everything exactly as
You're saying have somebody come in behind you and write it all down.
Yes,
gotcha.
Because if you write it,
the things that
inevitably you miss a step.
Yes. Yeah. Because you're used to it and you know what the fuck to do.
So mix the water with the whatever. Where? On the fucking table?
Yeah.
That's a good point that you bring up. That's always been my struggle with my contracting company. I could honestly be at 5,000 people by now, probably. I'm one of the youngest guys that works for that company. Works for myself.
Yeah.
But that's because experience comes into play so much with that business.
Mm-hmm.
Every room is different. Every fire is different. Every mold mediation job is different. There's not a streamlined thing. So my second business I started, I was so sick and tired of dealing with the bullshit from the first one.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to be simple, straightforward, something that's quickly scalable, it's redundant. Like, I used to think redundant was boring. Now it's my best friend.
Yeah. Simple shit. It makes everything simple.
So we started our roofing division.
Mm-hmm.
We branched off to a whole other company.
Yeah.
We're at, I don't even know how people we're at after one. We've had a year and a half. This is our second full year in business. We're a lot of people. Just under 100 probably. So
for that one company,
just for that company,
for the roofing,
yeah, for the roofing.
So would you say that that's the roofing sector, or it's a completely different company?
It's completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, completely different names, different.
Oh shit,
everything.
EINs and everything. Gotcha.
So and there's reasons for that, but I built that one. How if I could have gone back 13 years ago to my naive self and taught myself what to do, I rebuilt it in that way, and it was. I could be running that business from a beach in Hawaii. I don't even have to be there.
It runs itself.
It runs itself.
Well, I mean, you are here.
Which my contracting company, there's no way possible.
You got to be hands-on with everything and make sure everything's fucking running.
And I have people like that. I'm overly staffed on management. Purposely.
I would say that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Overall, like if you were to split it up, and if you were say overly staffed and you're paying too much, then you may be dividing that person. Say, hey, well, would you like to come over here to this side of things, and then maybe I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, the business that I'm in. So insurance companies are essentially putting their financial burden / overhead on the contractors at this point. They're slashing their field adjusters. If you have a flood in your house, the field adjuster is the one that comes out from the insurance company, writes up, yeah, you need new carpet, blah, 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 measures the room. That shit's going bye-bye. So we work on programs that are third-party facilitators. So you got insurance company, program, us. We qualify to work directly for the insurance company. We're the ones that come out on the front line now, not the insurance company. We take our million pictures. We submit to the program. Program beats the shit out of our price for whatever reason. We make our changes, submit back to the program. They say, okay, we'll pass it to the insurance company. Insurance company beats the shit out of our prices, sends it back to us, and we start all over again.
Jeez.
But we're paying a fee to the program that facilitates everything. We're paying 5% gross on every single job just for them to beat the shit out of our price. So we pay that 5%, and in return, insurance doesn't pay them anything. Insurance doesn't have to pay for an adjuster anymore. Insurance doesn't have to pay for shit. And insurance just got their overall bid total knocked down by about 20% because they have a facilitator and themselves beating the hell out of the prices. And if you want the work, you have to go through these guys to get it.
And so you have to basically get beat up in the process.
Every fucking time, man.
Jesus fuck.
You should see the fucking paperwork we have. It's crazy how we have to document shit.
I would definitely.
It's like, I mean, you have to be able to present. We deal with a lot of people out here in California. You have to be able to. Someone in California needs to be able to hop into that claim and be able to walk themselves through it as though they were there. And everything that you're writing has to be justified and documented and proven.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not you can't prove it.
Right.
You either need to submit a picture that can prove a work line, or you need to take it out.
Right.
Because they're not going to pay for it just to pay for it.
I mean, that's like getting an extra on your car, but not even because it's totally different in your case.
Yeah,
totally, absolutely different.
It's crazy. I mean, we have to submit all of our financials to them to make sure we're financially healthy. They know. They probably know your cock size, and we just don't know it.
Man,
it's crazy.
Man,
it's true, but they know everything about you.
Yeah, hopefully they understand that it's like a fruit roll up.
Yeah,
fruit by the foot.
Yeah,
fucking.
So
it's fruit roll. You have a flat dick.
Yeah.
I mean, fruit by the foot. It inflates. It inflates when you're excited.
It inflates, bro.
He lacks girth downstairs. But look at their hair, man. What do you think of the California hairdo?
It's obviously the same.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's just like a bunch of Ken dolls walking around out here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can we pull that off? I'm fucking going bald up top, so when
I'm trying to pretend I'm not.
you cut my shit over.
Neither one of you
They
look like
say
you're all going
success,
bald.
Oh, we're
man.
going
Success
bald.
people are bald, man.
When I FaceTime my
That's
kids, I noticed that I'm like, hey, if I just put my hand right there, yeah, I'm just bald.
I was in the mirror
My
earlier in
forehead's
your
just
bathroom
getting
trying to
further
be like,
back.
all right, what would I look like? My shit like that.
No, dude, that's what I do. No, look, like I got a big forehead, right? Like I'm almost no, fuck off. I'm almost like a fucking
goes
five
back
head.
a little
No, I'm almost like a 5 head. No, look, I got a profile. Like no, look, I got
Hair
a.
comes down so far.
How tall are you?
I don't know. Every time I
fucking
say,
lying.
every time
You
I
know your
say,
height.
no, every
He's
time I
less than
say,
6 feet.
It's like you know
yeah, I'm
what
with, I'm
It's
with
like
you.
he doesn't know his dick size. Like, get the fuck out. Fuck up. You know you
The
gotta
hair
do that
adds
shit
a
every
couple
week.
inches.
I know I'm 6 foot.
So you're 6'2" with the hairdo.
Yeah,
6
boy.
foot.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
6 foot,
Yeah,
I think I'm
5'10".
pretty sure I'm like
Like
5'8",
5'9",
5'9",
yeah.
somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
bring that half inch in there.
But like if this was longer because I just got a haircut too, so if I straightened it and everything, then I'd be
You
styling and
straighten your hair,
profile. On the record, yes.
It's cute.
Thank you,
You have curly hair?
Natural?
Steve. Yes, I do.
I have natural straight hair.
I
I keep it straight, bro.
I have curly
How
hair.
do you do that? Do you just blow dry it in the mirror?
Fuck no. I just put gel and fucking just.
See,
takes
I
me
wish my
2
hair was like
minutes.
that.
But I have straight hair. That's why.
Dude, I have to go ahead and I have to spend like 10 minutes, maybe 12
Shut
minutes on
the
my hair.
fuck up.
Swear to fucking God. No, you want to talk about an SOP for a fucking shower. Here we go. Or for getting out of the shower. No, seriously. So how this goes is that I get out of the shower, right? I dry myself off and shit, and then, and not in shit, but I'll go ahead and dry myself
shit
off.
before
I'll go
the
in front of
shower.
the mirror, I'll go, man, you look sexy today.
Dude.
And I'll go over, no, look, then I'll
You
go
need
over
to listen to more Ice Cube.
then I'll go,
I want a man stronger than you.
No,
That
then
motherfucker
I'll
in the mirror
go.
longer than you.
Then I will go over to the hair dryer and I'll blow dry my shit,
Really?
and then fuck yeah.
That's a
But
fucking
no,
long process,
all
bro.
of this. While the key part is that the flat iron is warming up.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
my
I
God.
know
Yeah,
definitively-
boy.
I know definitively now why Steve and I have had significantly more employees than you two.
We
That's some
worry
fucked
about our
up
looks
shit.
more than the fucking
That
our
ain't- that ain't
employees,
some-
huh?
that is
And
some
now I'm
fucked
thinking
up
I'm just
shit.
gonna fucking shave my hair
you can-
so I can get more employees.
Yeah,
That is some
That's the-
fucked
If
up
you can
shit.
find the
Don't fuck with
inventor
your
of
hair.
like the thin hair cure and the gray hair cure, like a little
Roll
magic
in.
pill you can take, I'll try growing my hair like yours one time.
I think it's called For Hims.
There's no such thing.
For Hims. Snoop Dogg is endorsing it. He says, For Hims, want to get your hairline back? Don't meet me there, beat me there.
The iced tea?
Oh wait, no, I think that's the ED one. I don't know. It's one of those. For Hims.
Propecia,
I think tattooing
For
is
him-
the radio.
Yeah.
No, they have it. No,
fucking tattoo
they have some type of deal that you literally like. It's like an oil or some bullshit that
That's right. Your second statement was correct.
Oil or some bullshit. So
It's
some
bullshit.
bullshit. So
Bullshit.
okay. So there's some bullshit.
There's
Let's
nothing
be
you can put on
politically.
your
They
fucking
sell
head
you
and grow hair.
bullshit.
Like that works
So
worthwhile.
Do
So-
your sides grow faster than your top?
Yes.
Mine too.
Yes.
Shit
man,
sucks.
all of this grows fast.
Everybody's
almost
not
never
even
stops
mine.
growing.
Yeah.
Okay, so get this shit.
falls out.
So I shaved, right? I shaved totally. My first time in
Yesterday.
a few years. No. A few weeks ago, I was in Monterey. My wife and I went to Monterey. And I had told her I was baked as shit. And I said, hey, would you like to see what I look like without my facial hair?
Just random.
She never, no, random fucking conversation, swear to God. And
Hey,
because
was she vegan?
okay, so my wife, she's never seen me without facial hair. She's always seen me with like this. And I was like, sweetheart, do you want to see it? She says, I feel like you just want to do it. And I'm like, no, I'm asking you truly, like, do you want to do it? So long story short, I do it. And that was the first time I shaved my entire face, like actually shaved down to the fucking skin I think honestly in roughly
That's where you should stop,
3
by the way.
years,
That's like
3
the
or
way to
4
do it.
years, something like
You
that.
shave down to the skin, not the bone, not the blood. Just fucking
Stop
it.
this.
I mean, I heard that if you go into the mirror and say Bloody Mary, and you strike some blood, you'll be
have
good.
you ever had someone professionally shave you?
Love it.
Yeah,
Never.
It's fucking awesome.
No, well, I must have gone to the
But
wrong
no,
fucking
no,
place.
but
I was Steve. I never
She was
had.
ripping the skin off my face.
Oh, yeah,
She had
dude.
the hot towel. I'm like, oh, this is so relaxing, so great. And then she broke out the fucking straight blade and she's like,
Don't
like working the same spot 50
Yeah,
times over.
yeah.
Fucking
they
going
fucking
Sweeney
do that.
Todd
Why
over
would you
here.
let a woman who's experienced
that's
with dealing
fucking
with
true.
your hair,
Actually, yeah, that's a really
waxing
big
going,
keyword.
That's funny because my barber.
She's not gonna be fucking nice. You need to go to a man who has shaved his own
Yeah,
face
exactly.
a million times,
No,
so he knows how to take care.
My problem is like my barber doesn't have a fucking beard, so he doesn't have no
Yeah.
fucking idea.
But maybe
Next thing you know, it's like, hey,
maybe
you
he
feel
shaves
that?
his shit daily.
No, he doesn't because
I was so excited I finally had one time to try it. I'm like, I never have time to do this. They like leaned me back in the chair.
Yeah,
put
yeah,
the
Did
hot
you
towel.
feel like really executive, like
I felt
presidential
really
type shit?
relaxed until I was begging for fucking mercy when she's like, I thought she was gonna slit my throat
Yeah.
or something. This shit hurt so
Yeah, I
bad.
was
The way
like-
she was stretching my skin to
Yeah,
get all the
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
crevices.
she like it's like.
I'm like, is this the punishment for being fat? You gotta like fucking rip my face off and to get in all the
Yeah,
cracks?
she fucking. My
No
boy did
man,
that
I'll
shit.
stick with my Gillette razor,
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
vibrating razor.
I'll stick to my one blade. I'm all good.
Holy
One blade
smokes.
does it all.
I
All of
swore
this
it off,
comes
never
from one device. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
It's I get lazy because lining it up
What's
and
that
all that
whistling?
shit.
That's
It's a
Diesel.
dog.
Is
Yeah.
his fucking nose?
No, it's his.
He wants to come in.
He wants to come in.
Has he ever
and be
been
part
on
of
your
the
show?
I
Yeah.
thought he was
Yeah.
like on the floor, passed out, sleeping, and he's got like boogers in his nose. He's like whistling.
No, he really wants to come in. But so, yeah, I have never got my face shaved by a barber. Like my first time ever having this hairstyle in general, I've had it for about 3 or 4 years now, like straight up, like consecutively. And I get it done like every week, maybe maximum 3 weeks. So like I literally, 3 weeks, 3 weeks total, like
I
3
take
weeks.
my shit down to Steve's level, and then I just let it go to like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't fucking take it anymore.
No, see, I can't.
Put a
do-
baseball hat
No,
on and like
hell
a
no.
gray whiskey.
I tried that one time.
I feel like I'm like
Okay.
84.
Back whenever, see, back whenever I played ice hockey, I definitely did a little bit longer than what you have, Steve. But that was the only time I've ever done that, and I was like, I felt like I was so hard. I felt like if I was like on the ice and without a helmet, I'm like, "What's up, bitch? Like, come on now."
It
made me feel
If
tough.
I had the balls, I'd try shaving my head and just see what I look like. But I'd probably look like a fucking, I belong in a mental
married, go
institute
for
or
it.
something.
You can wear a hat.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to look like a fucking crazy person. I'm supposed to be the face of my business.
Okay.
I walk into a
fair
meeting and I look like a fucking mental institute.
Fair
You're
enough.
like a fucking dick, you know, over here.
Yeah. Draw a big dick on my head.
Hey, Nancy, yeah, I want you to do that. Not what you did here, but go ahead up here. And
There you go.
let me wake
That's
me
a
up when you're
bold fucking
done.
move. Go to a barber and have him straight razor your head.
Fuck that.
That's what I have
I
here.
used to get that all the time. That's not that bad. It's
No?
not. This area
Chin.
hurts,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Up under the
dude.
chin, you're sensitive.
Yeah, I came out fucking like
Yeah.
bloody as shit. I'm like,
I never
God.
got cut right here.
Yeah, I like razor burn like crazy. And then
Yeah.
you ever see the movie Home Alone where he's like
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
the shit on his face?
Yeah.
It's the only time that shit's ever burned me.
Oh, damn.
Shit hurts so
Oh
bad.
my
when she put it on my
God.
face.
Yes. Oh my God. I have an experience of this. I was in Dallas and I was getting my shit cut up by a blade, right? And he comes in and fucking spritzes me down. And mind you, I was not expecting this at all. Like I was expecting like him to like do this thing and then like go right that and just that's all good.
What was he doing to
He
you?
went like that and went like that, yeah. And then, but
Then
he
where'd
comes
he go?
back. Oh, no, and then he
I don't
just
go near
left
the
it and
doctor
said,
when he
"Look how
makes this
fresh it
pose."
looks." And I'm like,
So
"Hell yeah!"
what is this in your head?
So
It's
it's
like a tribal war symbol
yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
no, it's like
Tribal
it's like
sign.
my own. It's like my own style that I like to do for myself. It's
That
me.
works.
It's Damian and Gerry. What's up?
We used to
Damian
get little lightning bolts.
Damian
when I
Gerry
was a kid.
universe.
Really?
These right here.
You want to be Harry Potter and
I was
shit?
like 7 years old when
Oh.
that shit happened.
See, I personally
I
like it
think
because I feel like
it's
it gives
really
me. I feel like it. For me
It's crazy.
personally,
It's huge, but
for me,
Pretty
it's
good
like for my things that I'm doing, like business wise, it's like my own brand. Like I am the brand,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like for okay,
Brand
so
recognition.
right. So for Legendary Bodies,
And why?
that's one of my big deals. So for that, it's one of those things that people see like what I have been able to make myself. And for me personally, as coming from all of us in business, you need brand recognition. And what better person to do that than your own damn self? So I'm thinking to myself, well, if I keep myself this way, then other people might see this in themselves, and it might encourage them to want to go to that next level of the intelligence, or want to learn, or encourage them to motivate and do more in life. And just because I look and I operate and I do everything the way that I do everything for me, maybe it's going to do that for somebody else. So Legendary Bodies for me is one of those things that it's going to be definitely a few more years until it's a very, very big. But the only reason why is because it's taking that amount of equity to put into it the way I want it to be done completely. So for all of this, that's for that in general, for me personally. So
I think junk food just tastes too good.
You feel good, man.
I love candy.
Look good, feel good.
I like Toitos.
You're like, what?
Candy.
Munch.
No, but seriously, back to it though. Like I had literally, I didn't even get to finish it. He came back and fucking goes.
Never fucking finished it.
No, he goes, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, I literally went, Rabah, and I was like, and I stopped, and like all the like he has the trench thing on me and everything, and I'm like about to swing and punch the fuck out of him.
Talking about
I have no idea.
So whenever
That's what I deal with every day, guys.
Whenever my barber back in
so it's
Dallas,
back to barber.
back to barber. So
Barber.
Whenever he was doing this line in my head, which he always fucked up, but I was like, all right, whatever. He comes back and does that the aftershave shit, and he goes and spritzes me, and I'm like,
I got you.
yeah,
Aftershave?
Aftershave, yeah.
That's aftershave.
I don't
I've seen it
know.
in, like, a
Maybe it
bar.
was alcohol.
No, it's
I have no
aggressive.
idea. It was aggressive.
aggressive.
It was highly aggressive. Because it was highly aggressive enough for me to like have like the thing that they put over you and everything. Yeah, well, it was highly aggressive for me to go and I'm like So I was like what and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I almost punched the fuck out of you." And he says, "What?
Don't ever
why?"
me again, motherfucker.
Yeah. And I was like, "What did you put on my head? Because it's like burning. Like I feel like my skull's gonna come out." And he says, "Oh no, it's just some aftershave." And I'm like, "Aftershave my fucking ass! Like that shit burns. Like that's terrible."
You can totally like sound edit this last 45 seconds or so into like the gayest thing ever. You're talking about your head and your skull coming out and what's happening to your ass.
And he's sitting here thinking about gay edits.
The whole time he's talking.
He's like, I see the wheels turning. He started gazing off. He's like,
barber.
that would sound gay if you edited like that.
Head's going
No, that's actually who was I? I
Here, you
forgot
want
who
to
I was
drop some
having.
dicks while you're
Sorry, honey, I do swing that way.
We've been talking about that
20
today,
years,
too.
July 4th,
What's the
down
name
the
of that?
fucking toilet.
What's the name for that? Someone that does that.
Oh,
A pano something.
Pansexual?
Fuck those. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a name for it though.
That Superbad movie where he fucking just draws fucking penises in school.
Yeah,
That
that fool. Yeah,
catalog of just dicks and
yeah,
shit.
he straight up drew
Superhero
like dick
dick.
characters.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, bro.
I mean, if your mindset goes that way, then fine, I guess so. But I don't know. Like, I don't draw dicks.
I mean,
I drew cartoon
he
characters when
probably
I
draw
was a kid.
vaginas, but he doesn't know what it looks like, probably. So
For me, I just drew sailboats.
For me, it's like the same as fantasizing about being in the circus. Like, you can think about that shit, but I can't fucking physically do that.
Wink, wink.
Maybe I'm just looking for a teacher.
You can tell us the truth when the camera goes off. It's okay.
You can find him, man.
When the camera goes off, we're going to find out a lot
We're
of things.
very acceptive.
That's amazing. That's fucking incredible. No, but
honey, I'm not taking my flight tomorrow. I have some new
it's gonna
friends
be
I need
like,
to
watch
experiment
when you
with.
get back.
I'm home.
I'll be back on Saturday.
It's gonna be like, watch when you get back. I'm gonna fuck you up.
In
It's not
California, there's a lot of those.
Look, San Francisco. I was asking. There's
San
rainbow
Francisco?
colors everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Is that like gay culture
yeah,
or?
it's
I've
started
heard-
over there.
I've heard
Or is
some
that like a
slangs.
historic like?
It all started over there, like San Francisco, like one of the.
I've heard
Not San
this-
Francisco. I'm sorry, San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
There's like rainbow drawings all over the
Are we adding
bridges.
peas
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the new
You haven't seen
pansexual
it?
shit I just found out about?
What?
I was
LGTB.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This shit's getting out of control with that.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual.
Pandorian.
I don't fucking know.
Or is that
Pansexual.
Pandorian and Avatarian?
Yeah, pansexual. If you're
I don't-
pansexual,
man.
you find like everything fucking attractive. Even that light over there.
Sorry, I had to bring little Diesel in because he was literally sounding like a fucking
Diesel.
siren.
Hi, buddy.
Legit. He wants to come in and say hi to everybody. No, but see, like, so,
Yeah, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
shit, I just had a brain fart. Have you ever had those? Do they smell bad? Does it smell bad?
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm sorry.
You gotta keep that shit to yourself.
All right. Diesel wants to have a word in. But, no, so, like,
Before
with
did you hear? You should keep it to yourself. You want to tell them the Air Force story?
the Air Force story.
Oh,
Airline when
No,
it was an
fuck.
airplane.
Oh, my
Oh,
God. I was at a trade show.
No, I do not know.
It was a
about
This
this.
reminded
long-ass
me of
trade
it.
show. And
Don't push them in this
like
area.
you do not want to start. You don't want to throw down in this way with me. We'll get there. We'll talk about.
Oh, man, I'm excited to hear this
We're at
one.
a trade show, and trade shows are fucked. Like you're on the floor all day from like 8 in the morning. You have to be in your booth. You're on the leg. You're walking around talking to people and shit. Then you have like the after party, the dinner shit, and meetings, and then you go out for drinks, and they try and do all these like events to encourage people to mingle and whatever.
Yeah.
And you're fucking up all night because you got to go find some weed
Well,
from somebody,
yeah.
roll a joint in your room, smoke, whatever. So fucking tired after this whole weekend. So we got on the plane and we're taking the red eye back from California to Toronto. So you leave at like 11:45 in the fucking night, and you get
Get that
home,
next day.
and then you're like, it's 6 a.m. You got to fucking stay awake. So we're trying to get some sleep. All of us, we get lucky. The plane's basically empty. So everyone has like 3 seats to themselves.
Lay down.
We're laying
pass
down,
out.
exactly. This fucking guy in front of me starts dropping bombs. He's cracking rats
Like, can
all
you-
over the place. Just fucking-
Cracking rats is funny.
it's so
I've never heard of
gross.
that. I've
It's
never heard
so
that one.
bad. And
What does it smell like?
listen, I have some skills, but it was like
Did you hear
it
him?
was like seafood fucking outhouse.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was bad. Like it was bad.
Seafood outhouse?
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Okay, seafood alone, but outhouse?
It was bad. So anyway,
That's pretty fucking bad.
I
That's
finally
like,
said to the guy,
that's like quarantining somebody.
listen, motherfucker, I'm
In a
literally
negative way.
whispering through the seats. I'm like, listen,
Look at little bitch.
you gotta cut this shit out, or I'm gonna start fucking fighting back, okay?
Fire with fire, motherfucker.
He drops one more, and I'm like, that's it. I fucking had it. And I'm not really proud, except I am. But you know what? I have a better fucking story for you after this.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I go, and I just turn, and I get right between where the
face.
seats are split,
Oh,
and I just
in the
fucking
crack?
spread the cheeks. And I swear,
And he sharted
with
himself.
like
In the story.
with everything I could muster, I like tried to whistle through my ass and did like that. The seats started to fucking twitch. This guy was like, and I'm like, that's right. I fucking warned you. And that was the end of that.
Wait, so this was on a plane?
I was on a plane.
Oh, no.
Okay, so what's the next story?
Yeah.
So the better one, economics, fucking 101, microeconomics. First day of university, second semester, in economics. I'm in the biggest fucking lecture hall at my university. Like 350 to 500 fucking chairs, right?
Jeez.
We're like, and we're packed in.
Double stories and shit?
This is like one of the best economics professors, a highly sought after class for the economics majors. She says, you know, welcome, blah, blah, blah. I want you guys to grab your textbooks. Let's turn to page 11. And I reach down to get my textbook, and as I do, I'm like,
All the way down.
without missing a beat, I just fucking stood up with my textbook.
And walked out.
Gone, done. Go see the registrar.
Holy shit.
Change sessions. I am not in that
fuck
fucking
this
class
class.
anymore.
I don't want to see this motherfuckers again.
So, 3 years later,
Oh, God.
the way my university is set up is there's, you know, pretty large campus, and there's different colleges, and really based on your major, that's your college affiliation. So if you're a business major, you're Calumet. If you're a philosophy major, you're Founders. If you're an English major, you're, well, whatever. If you're a medical major, then you're Stone. I don't remember what the fuck the English majors are. So, anyway, I'm totally across campus at a different college. I don't really hang out there too much, but I'm just grabbing a sandwich, and the guy, sir, he's like,
fucking know you.
Do I know you from somewhere? And I'm like, I don't know, like, what courses do you take, whatever. And he's like, dude. He's like, dude, you're the fucking fart guy.
Oh no! Oh
Economics, Shapiro, fucking Micro 101.
Oh no!
Yes, that is me. And as soon as I said, yes, that is me, the fucking cook, the burger flipping motherfucker comes running out from the kitchen going, dude, I thought he was full of shit. I never believed that story. That really fucking happened?
Unfortunately, it happened with this. Yeah. I let out a horsepower of
announced
fart.
everybody, get the fart guy over here.
Come and get a picture!
I was signing autographs for like an hour.
Can you do it again? Can you repeat that shit?
No, if I was in your situation on the plane, it probably would have come out like squeaking by, and it, like no sound, no smell at all though. Like that's the shitty part about it. Pun intended. but that one is definitely the fart man. I cannot say I've ever stepped into an establishment and somebody asked me, "Are you the fart man, or are you anything of that?"
I'd be
man?
proud of that shit for sure.
Oh, it's good. It's great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You want to sign your autograph or something, fucker? Get out of here.
I mean,
Fart
fart man was here.
What is it,
Who
fart
did I
guy?
sign this out to?
Fart guy.
Fart guy?
You're the fart guy.
Fart guy?
Yeah, fart guy.
Fart guy or
I
us?
fucking knew I said.
No, but so back to everything else. I mean, so with the growth of your company and all that, that's obviously a very big deal to you. Now, where do you see yourself going in the next, as a lot of people would say, this 5-year plan? Could you even scale yourself to a 5-year, or would it have to be like doubling that to a 10-year? Or it wouldn't even be,
No.
being that you're so far ahead, would it be even double down, like 3, maybe?
So
2
infrastructure is there for us with what we do. Now it's just really duplicating what we do with these programs we're on. Like I was telling you earlier,
Mhm.
we could go to any city throughout the whole country now. Like we're dealing with we're competing against or working against
Big names.
national franchises,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we're localized.
Dude, that's incredible.
So
Seriously.
we could come out here, open up a branch, and they'd start dishing us work because we're on the program. The programs are across the country.
Nice.
That's badass, though.
My industry works that way too.
Yeah.
We just stop on any corner and we got fucking customers.
yeah.
Any city.
You got a briefcase? All right, let's go.
So the infrastructure's in place. It takes a lot to get onto these programs. A lot. The opportunity, the franchise is there.
in your deal,
I've been approached about it a couple times.
Is there any? Have you almost taken it, or
No, not yet.
is there any reason why you have not?
Not as familiar with it, in all honesty. I need
Okay.
to research it for myself to fully understand it before I'm even willing to do that.
Where are
One
you
thing
from
to
anyways?
consider too is
Huh?
Where are you from anyways? I don't even know.
Oh, I'm from D.C.
Oh,
Maryland?
Washington. Oh,
Yeah, Maryland.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
I've been there.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What part?
Well, Boston. I mean, not Boston. My brother. My brother.
closer to him than you are to me.
No, because my brother played for the Nationals.
Who?
So my brother's Raphael Martin. He was small. He was
A guy I grew up
rookie.
with played for the National. How old's your brother?
He's 34.
Holy shit, he probably played with the same guy that
Who?
Chris Coughlin.
No, Chris Coughlin went to the Cubs.
Okay, now they're talking about baseball
Rich
talk.
Hill.
Yeah, we're getting off
Take me,
topic.
no, keep going. Take me out of this shit, but go
He was
for
an
it.
outfielder, he got traded. Justin
Good one.
Maxwell.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my brother knows him.
Nigga, are you fucking kidding?
That's
This is a
fucking
small
world.
fucking
Yeah,
world.
Dude, but fucking DC is fucking. The drivers are the worst I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow, and I'm complaining about the
Dude,
California
and we almost
ones.
died in the 2 taxi rides we only got to the airport,
The
to the
DC drivers in
airport,
Boston?
yeah, airport to the hotel, to the hotel, back, dude. This fucking guy almost killed us 2 times. Airport to the hotel, hotel to the airport 2 times.
So is your brother still with the Nets?
No. He got DFA'd. Fucking business.
Yeah.
He was doing better than most of the guys, but some other guys are getting paid
That's
way
one,
too much.
That's
His name
one
isn't
business.
Victor
The
Robles.
longer you're in it, the more you get paid. The more you get paid.
What, in
Yeah.
baseball?
I mean, you go from a $300,000 rookie contract to making a couple million over a year.
Yeah. Wait, this is baseball, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was in the minors
Yeah.
for 7 years with the Nationals.
You have to earn your money in baseball. That's one thing I respect about baseball. They make you earn it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
minor leagues, what's the thing about minor league system? The minor league system is you get paid minimum wage. You have to work
Yeah,
to
you're
get
on a
what's
fucking bus. Like,
Dude,
it's garbage.
it's
It's garbage.
Is so your brother? He plays for majors in Mexico, right?
He played in majors in nationals and then he got DFA, so now he's fully contracted with Mexico. But since his resume, he gets paid pretty good in Mexico.
That's some serious baseball down there, man.
Oh yeah, they're good, man.
Mexico,
They do. You get
all those places.
like hierarchy over there, dude. You
Man, I
get
was
like royalty, dude.
See, I saw
A lot of people.
Osuna,
Yeah,
he played with his dad when he was down there.
yeah. Okay,
16
you
years
know why he's
playing
not with the Blue Jays anymore, right?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
See with
So we got Ken Giles.
He's a
who beat the
Mexican.
shit out of himself.
He's a Mexican.
See, Adrian
Bad
sent me
name, bad
a video. Actually, no, yeah, you sent me a video of the TV. Yeah, and you were watching your brother. No,
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah.
no,
Video of the TV.
no. He sent me a video.
That's so
Oh,
your
my brother
generation.
playing, yeah.
He sent me a
picture.
video of his TV.
Yeah, he's like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "No,
And-
fucking
yeah,
I
they
don't,
look
I'm
the
recording my
same.
damn self while playing."
they look the same, and I'm like, because they seriously, like, they're both pictures. They're both the same height. At least you look like it.
Like, he's built like this
Disrupted
guy.
the
He's
space-time
fucking
continuum.
bulky.
Huh?
They disrupted the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
While
saying.
filming.
Like, come on now.
I mean, it could
And
have
I've seen a
recorded.
picture of your brother as well. You showed me a picture of him, and I'm like, damn, like, y'all really look alike.
Who's
That's
older,
fucking
you or your
nuts.
brother?
My brother. He's 34. I'm 27.
Okay.
But I fucking hate that. People are like, "Oh, so you're the older brother?" I'm like, "Fuck no, dude."
Right.
I was like, "That's right." I'm like, "Whatever." I'm still better looking. Fuck you.
How many years was he with the Nats for?
He was 7 years. It was 7 years in the minor league system. But he played in 2 major leagues seasons.
Oh, so he played in two major league seasons.
Yeah, but he didn't get full. It was like
Wait, did
mostly-
he ever play? So he played.
He played with Papelbon.
I'm not familiar with the Nats minor leagues. Was he drafted by them?
Well, yes. He
So he
was
had to
in
have been-
Mexico. Then he got signed to with the Nats.
Okay, he had to have been in Hagerstown for a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
Harrisburg. And
Harrisburg. That's another
He
one.
stayed-
That's
he stayed
close
in
to where I
Harrisburg.
live.
Just Harrisburg.
Ah, you
He
got
stayed
in. You got in Maryland.
No, Harrisburg's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Fuck.
But when I went
My
to DC,
bad.
we went to Maryland to go to that big old mall and shit out there.
I was at Bryce Harper's
Yeah.
first ever pro game as a minor leaguer.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. He came out and played in front of a little crowd in Hagerstown. It's pretty cool.
Hagerstown is single A?
Yeah, it's like rookie ball.
Yeah, rookie ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he started single A, and then double A in Harrisburg, and then
Yeah, they shot his
Syracuse.
ass up quick. Oh, you're talking about your brother.
No, yeah. So my brother, yeah.
Yeah.
And he played in the Arizona League with Bryce Harper and Mike Trout, which was cool.
That's
But,
cool that he made it, man.
On
Yeah.
June,
His debut, you should check out his debut. It's fucking awesome.
awesome. On June 17th, I'm in LA with my son. He's at Dodgers camp for the week.
Oh, I'm there, and I actually know somebody that does
17th
in
to the
the
21st or whatever.
that does the Dodger camp.
Yeah.
So I could get
Sweet.
in the Dodger Stadium and practice with them and stuff.
Fucking cool.
June 17th,
Do you still
June
play?
17th. To
I
the
played
20th.
Sunday League. I was playing college and I got hurt
Answer is yes.
Who'd you play for?
in college.
Yeah.
No, I played at like a little Christian school, Bethesda University.
That's the university.
Dude,
Was
he's
it like
really
D3
good.
or community college?
Yeah, no, it was like a D3.
D3. Okay.
Yeah, and I got hurt,
I've
but-
actually seen Adrian play, and he's like impressive. I didn't know I didn't know what to expect.
I mean,
And,
I could go in the minor leagues and fucking tear people up if I really wanted to.
Minor leagues is a fucking. I had a chance to do that too, and it's a dead end road. So I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Gavin Floyd.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We played with
White
Marlins.
So I was in college when Gavin Floyd was in high school. We played summer. I hadn't played baseball since my junior year of college. When I got my football scholarship, I quit playing baseball. Baseball was very natural to me. I threw hard, but I didn't have a fucking changeup. So
And
that
you
was
didn't
that.
break a
What is a
ball,
change
yeah,
up?
my breaking ball was garbage.
Yeah,
Small,
like a
sweet
second pitch. It's like
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
a
like a
circle change if you
fastball
wanna call
and
it.
it slows down.
Yeah. So, long story short, my buddy's playing Wood Bat League. One of the coaches from Indiana University, who is a friend of mine that pitched at Clemson, calls me like, "Hey, we need a fucking body." I'm like, "Dude, I haven't picked up a baseball in 4 fucking years. You're out of your fucking mind."
Yeah.
So they kept track of innings. It was called like the Clark Griffith Wood Bat League, and it's all pro prospects playing in it. So I go out there, and they have me closing. There is scouts everywhere from the major leagues because this kid I'm pitching against is Gavin Floyd,
Right.
Oh shit.
who's just finished his senior year in high school, and he's
Right.
expected to be the #1 overall draft pick. So I go out there, I throw 9 pitches, I strike out everyone
All three batters?
all fastballs. I clocked out at 93 miles an hour.
Nice.
Yeah, my arm was fucking shot
Dead.
after that. So Brant, the coach at Indiana who was helping out, he's like, holy fuck, your phone
You
is
just
shut.
struck
Give me
out
the contract. I'll
Floyd.
fucking sign
No,
the
so
contract
next
and that's
thing-
it.
So
Give me some stem cells.
At the time, I was down in Coastal Carolina, who has a good baseball team, and I'm like, look, I've got friends that play in the minors. I'm going into my senior year of college, or my junior year of college. It's too late.
Yeah.
And I come back like 3 days later, and he's like, well, you got to come back and play with us again. Man, I must have been throwing like 72 miles an hour that day. My arm was fucking dead. I shouldn't have gone out there and done that.
Yeah.
This was just
Got
after
lit
that
up?
game too.
Yeah, but like I literally feel like I threw my arm.
How long was it after that game that you
Like-
did this 93?
No. I hadn't picked up the baseball in forever, and I went out and I clocked out at 93.
Right. How and so you did it
3 days
another.
later, I came out and I'm probably
okay.
throwing
Oh,
like
3 days
72.
later?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I only threw 9 fucking pitches.
Yeah,
Normally
but you
that ain't
haven't. When was the last time you
Right.
pitched before you threw?
Exactly. I couldn't fucking like
People think
all
it's
the
fucking
pain
easy.
shooting out.
Felt like you got superpowers. Oh god damn.
I thought I was gonna have Tommy John surgery. I was like, fuck, my elbow's done.
It's not fucking easy, dude. That shit.
Hell
No, man. But the point is, like, I had people calling me from all over the place. I'm like, no, not gonna happen, man. I just stopped playing football. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna enjoy a couple years of school and hang out.
That's
Fun.
crazy. That is
Small
fucking
world,
crazy.
man.
No, that's seriously
Yeah.
another situation of a small world. First it was Ken, now it's Steve.
Very small world.
You know what's fucked up for me?
Hmm.
When you say Ken and Steve, my brother, I only have
Get-
one.
yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, it's Steve. Yes.
So when I hear Ken and Steve, I'm like, fuck. What'd I do?
Oh god, yo, that's
shit.
hilarious. Well, I want to. We'll go ahead and wrap this whole thing up right now. But for anybody that's wanting to go into what it is that you are in the business of, Steve, what would you say? Like, what would you say would be the starting movement for them to start going into?
On the rebuilds, there's 2 phases to what I do. You've got a restoration side that comes out, they rub the soot off your walls, or they cut your walls up where they're wet, roll out all the carpet. Then that's what our side derives an estimate from what's left over, so to say. You need a lot of capital. A lot of times you're waiting on your check 6 to 9 months.
Hell yeah.
So you need a lot of capital to play that game. You need some good networking skills and
Some experience.
some experience. You need
A big dick never hurts.
big. That's true. That's very true.
Actually, it does. It does. When she's 4'2", it hurts.
Make sure it fucking works.
So, but it's a mixed bag. It was something I was able to invest in. I was into property management work before I started doing restoration work.
Okay, so you were
Great
kind of
business.
already like
I
in
was
the,
established.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I was doing shit from $600,000 jobs on property management side down to $100 service call where my guys go hang a fucking towing sign in a parking lot of a condo.
So you just had properties. You managed properties different.
I wasn't the manager. I worked for the property managers, and once they learn it, they can depend on you. They don't have to look over their fucking shoulder. You are.
It's
golden.
like pretty much automated.
They
at
will
that
give
point.
you everything they
So
can.
you started that before you did construction and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, they kind of went hand in hand because we were doing construction projects at the same time
Oh, okay.
for them, but we'd also did like little handyman shit all the time, service calls. Someone
You're
told
like-
me a dog took his shit in the middle of the sidewalk. I'm your man. I'll go clean that shit up for $100.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
So we had
do
no.
that sometimes too.
You gotta edit that shit out.
Yeah.
When my kids find out cleaning up dog shit is $100 a pile,
Yeah,
fuck,
right.
I'm broke. I'm doing the dog shit for the rest of our lives.
But no, I mean,
Start feeding the
seriously,
dog so much shit. Like, come on, shit, motherfucker.
I need gold here.
that's
I
what we
need
charged for a
$100.
service call. And there was no limitations, and it got to the point we were doing so many communities that logistically we were running like 20 service calls a day with one truck, just boom, 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 all over the same area. And it's an instant gratification business. You have to be responsive quickly because they get
right
the call
away.
and they want to show they're responsive so that the board of directors
There's a
doesn't get
branch manager
complaints.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's I fell into that, and insurance is the same way. We're in deadlines. Like, we'll get a notification on our phone. We got 1 hour to contact the homeowner. We got typically they score you. So you're scored and rated on a national tier.
Oh, shit.
So you've got 8 hours to get over to the homeowner's house, measure the fucking thing out. We use software that communicates between us and the insurance company so they can see that we've done this shit. We've got 24 hours to write our first estimate. Like I said, they'll send back their exceptions. We got another 24 hours to turn it around. Insurance sends their exceptions, 24 more hours to turn it around. Upload pictures, upload iTels. We got little science lab kits within our office. We pull a piece of carpet. I can put a price point, a market value on it right now. And then that's all acceptable. We upload all of our price points. And
you just wrote your bio for the fucking application. All that shit is like regulatory responsive. So you were made to run a fucking grow.
Yeah, it's you're really held to the fire and you cannot fuck up, man. All it takes is one time to fuck up and you have to. It's very, very detail oriented. Cross your T's and dot your I's, and we've got like 3 pairs of eyeballs on every single claim at all times. We're in the process of getting claims liaisons that, if I said that correctly or enunciated properly, where they can literally
liaison.
Yes.
Yeah, you did say it right.
So just someone that can communication. Yeah. The more you communicate, the less complaints you're going to have. You cut problems off at the head. And things.
I mean, communication is key in any business success.
If you don't have communication, you're fucked.
Yeah, literally. That's in anything. I'm glad you said that because that's a big fucking deal that not a lot of people really put too much emphasis on that. It's all about action, but there's nothing that's saying, oh, well, what happens with this?
Being honest, being forthcoming. Like, if you can't provide something, you need to fucking tell someone, hey,
complaints.
Shit ain't how it works. Too. You got to cut them off so you don't elevate their expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if someone comes in like, I'm getting my whole fucking house redone, and you're like, no,
hey, mama, come on here on Saturday.
Bring them down the fucking earth in a professional manner.
Right.
And we've gotten pretty good at that, man. We've got a lot of former insurance employees with us. We got former construction company owners that got tired of dealing with the shit that I probably have to deal with, and they just want to be in charge of a handful of people that pass along the orders down the chain. And
then I want to say something, but I want to make sure that it's okay with all 3 of us.
How the fuck are we gonna know until you say it?
Fucking say it.
Well, because we did all this today. Can I? Is it? Do I have y'all's approval to? Oh, okay.
No, fuck no.
Damn it.
Fuck
no. I was gonna no.
No fucking way.
I was gonna say something about it.
No.
So everybody, I'm not gonna say anything. So I'm gonna wrap this whole thing up. But Steve, I know this episode was completely unexpected. But you're literally such a champ on this. Ken, you are literally, as you know,
you're the star.
You're literally amazing. Adrian, you already know.
He's gonna see this shit and they'll be calling you next week.
No, but everybody, I do.
Fuck you guys, I'm never talking to you.
But everybody, I do want to let y'all know that we are now finally approved on iTunes. So definitely go check us out. The link is in the bio. Make sure you go check us out on YouTube, or obviously you're on YouTube. But go to Instagram, social media platforms. Everything is there.